Hello everybody. So before I get started with this video, I wanted to quickly come on here and kind of give some background as to the people who are in this video. So these two people are people who have basically seen me grow up, and our families have been friends for a very long time, being that my family was a part of their church for, I want to say like 15, 16 years. So of course, they had an impact in my life, especially when I was young. One who was someone who I always admired, someone who I looked up to. And he basically was able to show me love and kindness throughout his whole time, or throughout the whole time that we were at this church. And then the second one, who's very near and dear to my heart. He is like the older brother that I never wanted. I'm just kidding. No. I never knew that I needed, because he was someone who took me under his wing, showed me how to play drums. I mean, he showed me like 2 lessons, so I don't want to give him too much credit, but he did teach me that it's okay to have fun, to be loud, to be, outgoing. And yeah, I'm very happy. I'm super excited because these people, I hope that they change your life, or, give you some sort of word that's going to help you and motivate you. And last but not least, I never do this, so I want to do it, before I forget again. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and yeah, let's get into the video. So today I have 2 special guests that I've known for a long time, and I would like for them to introduce themselves.
Hey, how you doing? My name is Camacho, and by God's grace, I'm a husband, father, and pastor of House of Hope Church right here in Tamarack.
Hello, my name is Alex Camacho, also known as Alex the Rebel. Subscribe. And I live in California. I'm Danny's older brother. I have a wife that I've been married to about 11 years and 2 young boys. And God's good, and yep, Los Angeles, LA, baby, go.
Okay, so right now they're pretty tame, but usually they're not like this. You're gonna see in the next video, they are not like this. But I wanted to go on or make this video so that way I can introduce them. They have 2 different ministries, and both ways of reaching out to the community, reaching out to church, and trying to impact people's lives, just like what I'm trying to do. So, do you want to start, Danny?
Sure. I would say, this obviously, like I said, he's my brother. My father, or our father, was a pastor for 23 years. So we grew up in church. I always say that in prefacing, that doesn't mean necessarily that I was Christian in reality, but I would say at around age 18, 19, Christ really transformed my life, and I from that moment, I grabbed that phrase. It's no longer my dad's God or my mom's God. Now he's my God, my Savior, and type of thing. So other than that, I mean, God's been amazing. It's crazy to see what God is doing, not just in my brother's life with his family, even to see what God's doing in your life, because we saw her grow up literally to the point that before I became a pastor, I was beginning preaching, and she was in the kids ministry, and as I was preaching, I think during the preaching, she looked at me, she's like, yeah, you already said that. So just to see what God's doing now. Hopefully I'm not repeating stuff, because she'll let me know.
Yeah, I will. I actually remember that, and he just was I think you were talking about sheep.
Yes, I was. It was sheep.
And he kept repeating the same thing, and kids like super blunt about everything. I was like, you already said that, and he never let me live it down.
Children are evidence that we do need to be saved. Yes, I say amen, amen.
And Alex is someone who they both actually helped me transition from a young kid to juvenil, what we know as in Spanish. It might be like Spanglish, but and then to a joven, to a young person, a youth. And honestly, I could not have asked for better people. It wasn't just you guys, but I feel like you guys were the main people, especially Alex. Alex and I bonded over drums. For those who don't know, I play drums. Slowly and surely, I started singing, and that's where I am now. But when I first started, Alex is definitely one of those people who would let me know if I sucked or if it was good. And I think that's why we got along so well, because he was super honest and always truthful. And I thank God for him, because I wouldn't be the drummer I am today if it wasn't for him, probably. So, you want to say something?
So right now I'm in California. Been there for 10 years, and basically right now what I'm trying to do, my brother is pastoring, and for many years I thought I was going to be pastor, but right now the Lord hasn't placed me there. But right now what I do have a heart for is for like particularly young men that want to be a good Christian, and it's so hard because there's this expectation of men, in not only in church but in society. So my hope is to help young men become men of God and men of society, good citizens, and also be silly. Life is hard, life is heavy. So what I try to bring is real, authentic, and serious truth of who and what God is, but also, hey, there's only one life. Have fun, live, joke around, and do it for the glory of Jesus. So that's where I'm at. Alex the Rebel, subscribe. Thank you.
Yeah, he has a Instagram account. He has, I think you have TikTok. I saw.
I got TikTok. I got YouTube.
YouTube. Oh, do you have Snapchat?
No, not yet.
Oh,
I don't know if I need it, but we'll find out.
Yeah, whatever. It's all relevant in some sort of way. His stuff will be in the description, so you can look at his information. Also, Danny's church will be in the description as well. Like I said, I couldn't have asked for better leaders. They were always super humble about everything. They never judged, which was awesome, and they were always silly. I remember a lot of times where we would go to events and we would travel for hours. I remember that one time I was in the back. I don't know how many people. This is not legal, but there was a lot of people.
You don't know what happened. Yeah, go ahead. That's fine. Go ahead.
And
allegedly.
Yes, I think. But yeah, we were all just stuffed in like sausages. It was in a car. Yeah. I remember a lot of good music.
Oh yeah.
But I think in context, everything, like, just so you guys understand, like, my father, like we said, he was a pastor. Her family was part of my father's church. Yeah. So just to kind of like how we grew up together.
My dad was the piano player. Yeah. Alex was the drummer, and then I was the drummer, and
I became a drummer too. You'll see in the video before this. Yeah. And apparently a singer as well, singer-songwriter. But we grew up in the same thing. I would say something about even just, we all remember these things. I think that we understand that by grace we have been saved. And that's something we talk about, even House of Hope, and even in his channel, and I'm pretty sure in your channel, things like that we're honest people, that we're Christians, that Christ has not finished us yet. Mm-hmm. And it's okay. Yeah, always. It's okay to say, when you ask somebody, how are you doing? I'm not doing good today. And that's okay. Mm-hmm. That doesn't mean that Christ is not enough, that he's not there, but we can be honest Christians. And if we could talk about stuff like this on video, like I have Instagram. Yeah, I do. Just subscribe to the blog. But I don't know. But if we can be honest and have a real conversation, I think people see that from a pastor to a musician to anyone, to someone who just walked in. We all need Christ desperately. Yeah. So I think that's something honest. I think we all can talk about.
Amen.
Everyone's in desperate need of the love that only Jesus can give, and I feel like that's the main theme in every ministry that you see here. And so I wanted to say thank you guys. It's always nice seeing him. Because Alex lives in California, it's rare when he's here, so I was like, we have to do videos. And then Danny was like,
we live like 15 minutes away, but it takes a visit from California for us to sit down and do a video.
You don't live that close.
I'm not gonna say where I live. The internet's watching.
But I think
but our church is in Tamarack, Florida.
Yes. I think it's good to fellowship, to have fun, to be goofy, to be silly. And you will definitely see on both of these guys' channels that they are exactly that. They are honest people, they are good people, and I don't know, I can't talk enough good about you guys. So
me neither. I love hearing it.
Very humble too.
Yeah, exactly. So some of us, the other Camachos. I can't speak to the rest, but congratulations on both of you guys. Stepping up and being a voice. So.
And you too, bro. For many years here in Tamarack,
Florida.
Yeah. House of Hope. Subscribe.
Oh my gosh. Well, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you guys got some good information, whether you go to his church. The links in the description, both for Alex and Danny. And yeah, thank you guys so much. Bye.
Follow her.
Follow her.